Hello, welcome to Power Yoga. My name is Tani, and today I'm leading you through a Vinyasa Flow practice that's going to help us improve both our strength and flexibility. A little later on in the class, I've included the opportunity to fly into an arm balance, but don't worry if that's not your thing or you're not feeling it today. You will find I give a lot of options, and what's most important is that you listen to your body, make the practice your own, and let's simply enjoy our time together on the mat. So when you're ready, let's get started. We're going to begin in child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching, lower down to your mat. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we begin our practice with breath, take a moment to check in with your body. And today, I want to encourage you, as we practice, to let go of any comparisons, judgments, or any negative self-talk that might arise. Sometimes it happens. And if you start to notice that, instead, replace it with a little smile and some gratitude for our bodies and the fact that we get to move and breathe and enjoy this journey of yoga. So we're going to remain in a child's pose for just a few more breaths, but find something different. Maybe extending the arms, or maybe extending to the side. Just find a different feeling in the pose. On your next inhale, lift up, and we're going to come into a tabletop. Fingers spread, knees underneath the hips. Bird dog pose, extending the right arm forward and the left leg back. And today I want you to flex the foot, and the toes are going to point down to the mat to help us keep our hips level. Core muscles engaged as you find that balance. And then bring the hand down. We're going to swing that leg out to the side, push away from the floor, extend that right arm up, moving into gate pose. Finding some expansion in that right side body. And then bringing the hands back to the mat. Keeping that leg extended, we're going to do this variation of cow and cat. So as you inhale, look forward, arch the spine any amount. Then as you exhale, round for cat pose. Again, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round. A couple more times at your own pace, working towards matching breath and movement. Then finding a neutral spine, swing that left leg behind you, toes down into the mat, start to rock forward and back. Now bringing the shoulders right over the wrist, step the right foot back. We're going to move into high plank pose. We'll be here for about 5 breaths. So we really start to build a little bit of heat, engage all the muscles in the body. And know you can always take the knees to the mat if you need some support. One more breath. Then lift the hips up for our first down dog and start to pedal out your feet. Alternate bending those knees. And then find your pose. Tailbone lifting, arms strong, straight. Moving back to the tabletop, so step the knees in underneath the hips. Bird dog pose with the left arm forward and right leg back. And again, we're going to flex the foot, toes point down to the mat, helps us level our hips. You're trying to get that leg as straight as you can. Bringing the hand down, leg goes out to the side, push away from the mat, gate pose, left arm reaches up and over. Good, bring the hands back to the mat, right underneath the shoulders. Cow and cat flow, inhale, lift the tailbone, arch the back. Exhale, round. Continue at your own pace. Finding that flat back, swing that leg behind you, toes down, start that rock forward and back. So just starting to gently stretch into the calf, and this is also a little stretch here for your wrist as well. Fingers are spread. Shoulders over wrist, step back to high plank. We have, again, about 5 breaths. Couple more. Just stay focused on that breath. You are strong. As you exhale, the hips lift up for downward facing dog. Begin to walk your hands backwards towards your feet. You're going to soften the knees. Meet me in ragdoll pose, cradling those elbows. Top of the head drops towards the mat, and you can sway side to side or find some stillness, whatever works for you. Again, just listen to that body. And then find that stillness right here in the center. Find that length all down the back of the legs. Hands drop to the mat, start to walk it back out. You have one more high plank. Breathe deeply. So the eyes are slightly forward, your heart is drawing forward. Go ahead and be sure you're engaging the legs. Obviously the arms, the core muscles are strong and steady. Good, now start to lower down to the mat with the elbows drawing in. Sweep your arms to your sides, lift the body away from the mat into locust pose. And bring the hands by the chest as you lower down. As you inhale, lift into a cobra. It doesn't have to be real high. I just want you to start to notice some length through the front of the body, a nice stretch. Your elbows are always coming in towards the rib cage. Lowering down. Let's keep the knees down this first time. Lift the belly away from the floor. Press the arms straight into that supported plank. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Looking forward, step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. And we're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time, arriving in mountain pose, Tadasana. So if you're not at the top of your mat, go ahead and move there. We're going to flow through our Sun Salutation. As you inhale, reach up, high mountain. Swan dive, forward fold. Lengthen your back. Exhale and fold. Stepping back to a high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, or you're always welcome to lower to the mat. Flip the feet over, coming into upward facing dog or cobra. Lifting the hips, downward facing dog. As you inhale, look forward, step the right foot forward, then the left. Lengthen your back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttasana. Inhale, rising up, high mountain. Bringing the palms together, hands to prayer at your heart center. Again, inhale, reaching up. Swan dive, fold forward. Lengthen your back. And fold. Stepping back to high plank. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Two more breaths here. As you inhale, look forward. The left foot steps forward, then the right. Lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rising up, high mountain. Bringing the hands to prayer at your hearts. One more time through our Sun Salutation. Warming the body, forward fold. Half lift. And fold. Inhaling to plank pose. Shifting forward, bend the elbows halfway, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. 3 to 5 breaths, check in. Hopefully beginning to feel a little warmer. Muscles lengthening. So we're going to lift the heels away from the mat, soften the knees, look forward, step or float, feet to hands. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain. Hands to prayer at your hearts. As you inhale, sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen your back. Step back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. One leg dog, keeping the hips square, lift the right leg. As you exhale, step that foot between the hands, drop the back heel to the mat. Pause, find warrior one. Hips are square to the front. Back leg strong, straight. On that next exhale, the hands come down to the mat. Stepping back to plank. We're going to flow through our half series. You could always just go to down dog. Inhaling, the left leg lifts, hips square, toes point down. Stepping the foot forward, right heel finds the mat, find warrior one and pause. On that next exhale, hands find the mat, step back, vinyasa flow through that half series. Arriving in downward facing dog, 3 to 5 breaths. No rush. Looking forward, step or float, feet to hands. Lengthen the back and then fold forward. Inhale, rise, high mountain. Hands to heart center. One more time through Sun B, sitting back into chair pose. Forward fold. Lengthen. Plant the hands, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Stepping forward. Rise up with the breath, warrior one. Back to the mat with the exhale. Flowing or holding in down dog. Beginning on the left leg lifts. Stepping forward. Rise up with the breath, warrior one. Back to the mat with the exhale. Holding or flowing. We all come back together in downward facing dog. Keeping the hips square, lift the right leg and hold. So notice your balance. Have you shifted over to the right or left? Keep lifting that leg. Toes point down. Find your strength. Bring that knee to the chest. Lift the hips a little higher to create some space. Step the foot forward between the hands. Keep the back heel lifted. Fingertips on the floor. Keep lifting the belly, moving into warrior three. Lift that back leg. Peel the hands up. And again, the toes point down. That helps us to level our hips. Warrior three. Begin to soften as you step the foot all the way back. Warrior lunge, arms reach up over the head. Moving into a twist, drop that right arm behind you. The left arm comes forward. Begin to come out of the pose by straightening the legs, turning to the side. Turn your left toes out, drop into Skandasana at the back of your mat. So you're bending into that left leg. Always can take the hands down to the mat for support. Just try to keep your back as straight as you can. Press up. Warrior two, right toes forward, left toes about 90 degrees, that foot. Find warrior two. Begin to straighten the forward leg. Lean forward as far as you can as you come into triangle pose. Turning your eyes up with the option to extend that left arm over the head. And maybe the right arm too extends over the head. Find your strength. Lift it back up. Reverse warrior. Left hand lightly touching that back leg. Right knee bent. Begin to circle. Hands come to the mat. Step back. Vinyasa flow through that half series. Lifting the left leg for one leg dog. And again, hips square, toes point down. So really engage that whole leg. Breathe. Knee to chest. Lift that knee, lift the hips a little higher to create space. Step the foot between the hands, fingertips on the floor. Lengthen. Press up to warrior three. Start to bend, step back, high lunge, front knee over ankle. Take your time, find that high lunge. Low ribs pulling in. Begin to twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Transitioning, reaching up, right toes turn to the corner, back of your mat, Skandasana pose. Press up, warrior two. Always start your foundation for your pose at the feet and build up. Now we straighten and we lengthen as far forward as we can. Don't worry about touching the floor. Hand can come to the shin, a block, triangle pose. Maybe adding that extension through that side body. Turning that gaze up to the sky. Maybe that left arm reaches forward. Lift it up. Reverse warrior. Bend into that left leg. Left arm reaching up. Circle it to the mat. Step back, Vinyasa Flow. So that is our series. We're going to do it one more time on each side, a little faster. Pause here, check in. Inhaling, right leg lifts. Stepping that foot forward. Lengthen your back, lift into warrior three. Wobbling is allowed. You've got this. One more breath in and out. Step back, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Maybe you want to take this twist a little deeper, dropping that right hand onto that thigh. Left arm reaches up. Begin to circle, transition to Skandasana at the back of your mat. Pressing up, warrior two. Straighten that forward leg, reach it forward. Triangle pose, maybe adding that extension. Maybe both arms extend. Breathe in and out. Lift it up. Reverse warrior. Circle to the mat. Half series flow. Last time through, left side, lift up, one leg dog. Stepping that foot forward, lengthen your back, fly up, warrior three. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist, maybe a little deeper. Begin your transition to Skandasana, dropping into that right leg, back of your mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, lengthen, triangle pose. I'm going to add that extension for me. You do you. Maybe both arms extend. Lift it up. Reverse warrior. Circle to the mat. Vinyasa flow. Beautiful job. Drop the knees to the mat. Take a child's pose. Sit those hips back. Grab a drink of water or just simply rest. When you're ready, downward facing dog. One leg dog, lift the right leg up. We're going to step that foot about halfway forward this time. We're going to straighten both legs. Meet me in pyramid pose. So back heel is flat. If you find your hips are dropping over to the right, try to square them up and you're lengthening through the top of your head towards that foot. It's a great place for a block or two as well for your hands. Hands find the mat, kick it back up. This time open the hip and bend the knee. So the knee is facing the sky. You're trying to keep your shoulders as square as you can. Beautiful. Extend the leg. Come forward, but this time bring the knee into that high plank and see if you can get anywhere near the tricep or the shoulder. Hold. Find that strength. Belly lifting. One leg dog, bend that knee, open it up. Extend the legs, step that foot between the hands, back knee to the mat. We're going to move both hands to the inside, so if you need to move that right foot out a little wider, moving into lizard pose. Now lift that back knee. So I told you would have the opportunity to fly. So if you want to fly into running man, you can follow me. I'm going to see how this goes. You're going to start by reaching that right arm forward. Bring it in. You're going to try to get that shoulder underneath that knee best you can. One hand is on either side of the foot. Looking forward. Belly lifting. You can stay here. We're going to try to go into running man pose, that arm balance. So you're going to shift your weight forward. Begin to straighten the legs. And bring it back. Not my best, but it'll do for today. Meet me back in downward facing dog. We're going to lift that left leg. Step it forward about halfway. Straighten the legs, pyramid pose. And again, if the hips, I start to notice mine going over to the left, bring them in. And bring it back. One leg dog. We're going to open up the hip, bend that knee. High plank. And the knee is going to come to that tricep or as high up near that shoulder as you can. Hold without holding your breath. One leg dog. Open it up. Extend the legs, step it forward between the hands, back knee to the mat. Moving the hands to the inside, moving into lizard pose now. So lifting that back knee. And again, you can pause and stay at any point of this journey. Extend that left arm. Bring it that knee over the shoulder best you can. Eyes slightly forward as you begin to straighten the legs and drop into running man pose. Bring it back. That side was a lot better. Take it into child's pose, sit it back. But again, it is just practice, it is just play, and it is really a practice in focus and staying in the present moment. Because when you're doing hard things, typically that's the only place your mind is. And it's good to focus. And you can always hit that pause button and try again if you wish. But if not, we're going to move on. Bring it into downward facing dog. Looking forward, step forward and have a seat on your mat. Beautiful job. We're going to move into boat pose. So find your sits bones, good posture, lean it back. Boat. Incline tabletop. Fingers face the feet, press the hips up, knees bent. Drop it down. We're going to do one more boat pose, but I'm going to add a bicycle to it as an option. So meet me in that stable boat. But this time bring the hands up by the head. So again, you can stay wherever you wish. We're going to see if we can take that right elbow to the left knee as the right leg extends. Come back to center. Switch. And center. So there is no speed. Go at your own pace. Exhale, twist. And center. Let's do one more each side. Beautiful. Extend the legs out. Incline tabletop this time. Excuse me, incline plank. You can do incline tabletop if you wish. Fingers forward, lift the hips up. Lowering the hips. Bring the knees in, lower your back to the mat. Knees over ankles, arms at your sides. Press your hips up into bridge pose. Walking the shoulders together. Maybe binding the hands. Open up the chest. Releasing from your pose, hug the knees to the chest. Take a few rocks forward and back, gain some momentum. Bring it all the way up to have a seat. I am going to turn and face you for my straddle stretch. We're going to extend both legs out, toes up. Reach that right arm up, and again, lengthen through that right side body. And then switch sides. Lifting, and we're going to come forward. We'll be here for several breaths. As we start to slow just a bit. As we hold these stretches, an extra long exhale helps that release. And again, free of any judgments, expectations, or where you think you should be in your yoga journey. Just find your edge. And we're going to start to lift the chest. Double pigeon pose. We're going to start with the right leg on bottom. So you're going to bring your shin parallel to the edge of your mat that you are facing. Flex the feet. Stack the ankles on top of knees. So when you look down, a triangle should form with you're the top of the triangle. It's fine if you're up here. I say that every time I do this pose. Don't worry about what you look like. Every body is unique. This one, for me particular, is pretty challenging. If you have more space, I invite you to lean forward. I'm going to hang here for just a little bit longer. Let it loosen up. Use that breath. Maybe coming more forward. And then lifting the chest. Switching sides, that left leg will be on bottom. Again, flexing the feet, it just helps protect the knee joints. Ankles over knees, totally different sides. You're gonna maybe look a little different. Just sit it up tall, take that deep breath in, and as you exhale, try to release where you're holding on. And coming out of the pose, we're going to extend both legs out, moving into a seated fold. Again, scoot those hips back a little bit, sit it up, exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, lengthen your heart forward, and then exhale, release. Begin to roll it down, steady and with control. Knees to chest, rock side to side. Let's circle the ankles a few times to the right and then to the left. Keeping the right knee in, extend the left leg out to the mat and drop into your spine twist. Extending that right arm out and turning your gaze to the right. Rolling back to your back and switching sides. Left knee pulls in. Dropping into your twist. Coming onto your back, extend the arms over the head, stretch through the toes, and then bring your arms to your sides with the palms up. Separate the feet, soften the legs, and the feet just drop apart away from each other. Closing your eyes. Shavasana, rest, most probably important pose of the class. So if you're tempted to rush off, I'm going to encourage you to just stay here for a few moments, and I will be back with you in just a minute. So you're welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like, but if you're with me, we're going to start our transition by bringing movement into the hands and feet, slowly, gently making them bigger. And then bringing the knees in, we're going to roll to our side and pause in a fetal position for just a moment. At the beginning of class, I encouraged you to let go of judgments and comparison and self-talk, and I'm going to encourage that one more time. But not just for yoga, but as you go throughout the day, if those things start to sneak in, I'm going to encourage you to replace it with some smiles and some gratitude. Gratitude that we're not all exactly the same. That would be very boring. And just work on acceptance of ourselves and of others. When you're ready, open those eyes. Meet me back in an easy seated pose. Take a breath in, reach the arms up. Bringing those hands to prayer at your hearts. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you again for joining me for this power yoga practice. I hope you loved it. If you did, please feel free to share it with some friends. I would appreciate it. Hit that like button and always welcome to comment. Thanks so much and have a blessed day.